You're one of the books for you. Just from your personal standpoint, taking over this program, what have you learned that you're going to carry over into future seasons?
Well, it was a really challenging year, but a great learning experience for me. It was my first time going through it and being able to implement our system and teach our guys our style of play. So I learned a lot from it, and what our program will carry forward is we now have, we return about half our team, and those guys now have a year under their belts of our system. We bring in an infusion of young, talented players, but they're not going to know what to do. And the fact that we have, a half dozen guys returning, you can start to teach them what we're trying to do in the summertime, I think is a huge advantage.
You mentioned when you have a challenging year like that, is that something that you just want to move past, or do you want it to linger and use that as a teaching tool?
I would say you always want to use it as a teaching tool, whether it was a tough year or a great year. And I think our job is to look at it objectively. What did we do well? What did we didn't do well? And things that we didn't, we got to get better at. And the things that we did, we have to, we have to be able to carry on and even improve upon those areas. But I think every season, no matter how it goes, if you're not growing from the year past, then you're not progressing. So we have to do that.
A lot of young guys coming in, some transfers coming in. What are the challenges of that, trying to get everyone on the same page leading up to the start of the season?
Well, we have a lot of young guys coming in, and we're going to rely heavily on those young guys early. So there's going to be some challenges. But it'll be fun challenges. It's a really talented group. It's a very, three Indiana players who all won a state championship and have played at a very high level. So it'll be a challenge to get our system in. It'll be easier than it was a year ago because we do have half the guys returning, and it'll be fun because I feel like we got some guys coming in I think can really help us.
Xavier Turner's your leading returning scorer. What are you looking for out of him this upcoming season?
His job, he had a great freshman year, and his job is to really he has to really become more of a leader on the court and off the court. And he's very talented, and he's a great competitor, loves to compete. And my challenge for him is to be able to fill that competitiveness for him year-round, not only on the game day but on the practice day, the practices that don't feel like they're as important, always be driven to get better, set the example both for him and our team. And he's doing that. He's moving in the right direction. He's working hard this summer. He's getting better. I feel like he's serving more of a leadership role than he ever has, and that's a really important piece for us, that he can do it both on the court and off.
We know there's some Indianapolis kids on the roster. You look at Northeast Indiana, the greater Fort Wayne area. How important is this region for you guys when it comes to recruiting?
Oh, it's really important. We were involved with a couple kids here last year, and we always want to recruit this area. And Fort Wayne has a great history of really talented basketball players, and I've recruited this area actually quite a bit prior to coming to Ball State. And since I've been at Ball State, I've been up here a number of times. So we're knocking on some doors and looking forward to the day we can bring some Fort Wayne here down to Muncie.
You look ahead to this next season. How do you define a successful season in year two for you?
I always say it's to achieve your potential. I think it's a little bit early for us to define exactly what that is, but we want to be much improved. Both our win-loss record has to obviously be much improved, and just in terms of fine-tuning our process, our learning to implement our style better, learning to play up tempo the way we want to play, get our new guys involved quickly. And I think as we get closer and we get to practice more, I'll have a better feel for exactly what that means. But we expect to take a big step forward this year, and looking forward to it.